Hi, welcome to Jim Sapphire channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. So last week I did my eyeshadow palette collection. Today I wanted to talk about my blush and highlighter collection for 2017. So I'm going to start with the blushes first, and I'm going to do it alphabetically by company. So the first brand I want to just talk about is Benefits. At Ulta they sell a 3-piece tint set, and it comes in bene-tint, posie-tint, and chacha-tint. I just wanted to try out this formulation just because with the winter months, my face in general has just been so dry. So it's just nice to try something that's not just powdery but more of a liquid formulation. So the two colors I liked the most actually was bene-tint and posie-tint. Sometimes I even mix these two colors together. Just a tip, before I was just sort of like swiping it all over my cheeks and using a beauty blender and just looking like a hot mess. So I would dot it instead of swiping it. Okay, so then the next brand is Colourpop. Their purple color Rain, it's really nice. And then yeah, usually their blushes are $8. This other one, it was part of their Hello Kitty, Hello Pretty kit. I'll link that video below just so you can see my whole review of that kit. But this is a nice, a darker peach, I would say. And see, you can see the Hello Kitty icon right there. The next blush I want to talk about is Inglot. Oh, Colourpop, it's more of a, I would say, a creamy formulation. Yeah. So I would suggest using a beauty blender too for that. So Inglot, they have their Freedom system, and I put in their blush, which is the 66 AMC. It is, in the pan, it's red, but with a light touch, you can achieve a rosy look. But again, do so with a light touch. And then Gucci, this is their blush, an 020 Coral Flower. Just open this up. It's really hard to video and open up palettes at the same time. Okay, work with me here. Okay. So it's a very beautiful peach, very flattering. I noticed with my skin tone, peach works really well, and so does mauve rose, like a darker mauve rose. So those are the colors I tend to gravitate now when I buy blushes. Okay, so covering Nars. So Nars did an art collaboration with Stephen Klein. This is their One Shocking Moment palette. This is a nice palette, not only because it comes with blushes, but it also came with a highlighter, concealer, and bronzer. I used the concealer a lot and the Laguna bronze, but this is speaking more specifically about the brushes. So this is the color Robotic, which is light pink. Blasphemy, which is going a little more into the rose. Luster, it's a sort of a peach gold, and then Dolce Vita, which is definitely more rosy pink. Sometimes even when I'm using these blushes, I'll actually mix some of the colors depending on the look. So I like those blushes. And then in their survival kit number 2, it came with the color Daydream. So it's like a light matte pink. But actually, if you look a little closer, it has a little bit of sparkle in it, but very light. So I would say one of my newer additions to my blush collection is the Nars Unfiltered 1. I just love that this kit comes with some of their more bolder colors. It's very exciting. Even the packaging is very fun to look at. So going across the top row, there's Watch Me. It's more of a highlighter. It's a little shimmery gold to it. And then next to it is Me First, Peach Gold. Let's see. Then Takeover. Takeover, sometimes I actually use it as a bronzer too, if I happen to have a lighter blush on that day. So the bottom row out there, like more of a matte light brown, but a warm brown. And then Chic, which is going into more of a dark purple. I mean, don't be afraid of like dark purple. Again, with a light hand, you can achieve a lovely look. And then lastly, at the bottom right is Exhibit A. Yeah, a little goes a long way, so don't overdo it with that color. But in the pan, it looks like a matte red, and on your cheeks, it does give a rosy look. And then going into Shu Uemura's Holiday Murakami Cool Palette, it included this bottom color, blush, C8, Glow On, and it's just a nice, like, sweet pink, a sweet pink color. And of course, how could I not get Tarte's 2016 color wheel? It comes with so many colors. One thing that's nice about this palette is it has colors that you can use as highlighters and as a bronzer. So, let's see. I would say for highlighter, I use Crafty and sometimes Idol. And then for bronzer, sometimes I'll use Icon, depending on if the blush I have it on is lighter. And then all the rest of the colors I use as blushes, but you know, they include peach, mauve. I mean, the bottom one, ironic, is a little more on the purple side. So just a lot of choices actually, and different finishes, because some of them actually have more shimmer and other ones are more matte. Okay. And I mean, not to mention, I like how a lot of the blushes are just coming in fun packaging now. So it's almost like owning a piece of artwork. Okay, and then Tom Ford, lovely packaging. One thing I would say, I don't know if other Tom Ford blushes are the same, but I didn't even drop this on the floor. I dropped it on the counter, and like, look at what happened. The whole blush inside shattered into little pieces. So I have to use a very light hand whenever I use this, but it's such a pretty peach and has lots and lots of gold undertone. This is 01 in Love Lust. Okay, so going on to my highlighter collection. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Sweets Glow Kit. I would say I love this kit. It's so nice. So going across the Marshmallow, it comes up sort of as a white gold, but the gold's very light. And then next to it is Sassy Grape. So a lot of times I'll use like the Marshmallow on my forehead, my nose, across my cheekbones, whereas the Sassy Grape I'll just right above my cheekbones more. Then the bottom row is Butterscotch, and which is sort of a, yeah, I would say it's very, you can start seeing the glitter a lot more in the Butterscotch. It's more of a gold. And then Taffy is, I would say, a bronze color. So I would recommend this kit of hers. It's very pretty, very flattering. Of course, I had to mention Becca, the Shimmering Skin Perfector. I got both the full size and the travel one. The travel one I got in Opal, but I find that I actually like the Moonstone one more. So that's why I got that in the full size. This is definitely my go-to when, let's say, I just want to keep it more simple, but you do see the shimmer. And then Bobbi Brown, their Shimmer Brick and Bronze. I mean, with their gradation of colors, you can use the top colors, honestly, for highlighter. and then the bottom colors as bronzer. So I wouldn't just simply say this is a bronzing brick. And very flattering too if you want, you know, I mean, on some days I want a bronzer that's more matte, but other days when I want a shimmery bronzer, I go to this. Then Colourpop. This one is Hippo, which is a little bit on the lavender purple side. This one is there. I know the lighting makes it hard, but take my word for it, but definitely go to the website. This is Monster, which is a light iridescent pink. Very pretty. And then this one is Yummy Cookies. This one, again, you can only get in the Hello Kitty, Hello Pretty kit. Normally, their highlighters are $8 each. I must feel like I need to take off the lid just so you can see how nice the colors are. But again, this is so challenging trying to do this and film at the same time. Okay, maybe I'll do it at the end. And then lastly, this is Kat Von D's Alchemist Holographic Palette. I mean, even the packaging is just fun, right? You can see the A if you look at it. It's white with embossing. It's a raised emboss. And just going over the different colors. The upper left is green emerald. Upper right is the sapphire. The one in the middle is the ultraviolet amethyst. And the bottom is the pink opal. Yeah, I mean, this video really just doesn't do justice to this palette. Just because highlighters, you know, being that they're highlighters, it just doesn't show out as much as jewel tone colors. But believe me, I would recommend this as a highlighter kit. A lot of people are comparing it to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild, but if you watched another video I had, I did not like that kit just because the formulation was just so hard to work with, versus this is just much easier. And besides using it as a highlighter, I read a couple reviews saying you could put the powder on your lips. I totally agree. I did exactly that, like the pink opal. I had on a peach lipstick, and I put on the pink opal powder, and it just transformed the color. I mean, it takes whatever lipstick you have on, it takes on the color of the powder to some degree. So my peach lipstick became sort of like an iridescent pink, and I totally felt like I looked like a mermaid. And I would say if you're afraid of some of the more bold colors like the green and the blue, a trick that I've learned now is, for me anyway, it doesn't look flattering putting the blue or the green all across the cheekbone. I would say just focus on the area right below your dark circles, just that area alone only. And then the rest of your face, like, you know, your forehead or your bridge of your nose, just use the more common highlighter colors like pink or gold or white. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my blush and highlighter collection. I hope you join me again for my next video, and please subscribe.